Today will be, we're playing Yucatan. I met with Nobody today co-casting. And this game is going to be HJFE versus Sir Weed.
And yeah, this is round 2 in the Yucatan,
Weekend Smackdown.
Weekend Smackdown. That thing?
It's all good.
Yeah, I just had a
It's
little,
on the screen. Don't
little
worry.
aneurysm there. But I'm still okay. That's cool. What is this map? This map connects at 2 points. One of them is a tree. Like, one of them, like, has a tree, like, in between it. Does...
What? Where do you see this? Oh, aha. Interesting.
I've never seen a Yucatan map like this.
If you've ever been worried about choke points, man, here's the map.
Yeah.
Wall this off with 3 and two pieces of wall.
No, for real. I've never seen a map like this. This is pretty crazy. This is one of a kind. I'm hoping to look forward. I hope we get to see some of the Yucatan maps where there isn't the big river in the middle as well, though.
Okay. Alrighty. So it's worth pointing out something. Another thing that happened weird with this map. I think one of these players might have a no game music mod on or something. Are you getting any game music at the moment?
My game music's so low anyway, I wouldn't be able to hear it.
Okay. Yeah. It's weird, just completely not there. Alright, but anyway, so we'll talk about HJFE here. Give him a little bit of introduction. He went with the Slavs. Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's one of your favorite civilizations. Sir Weed playing as the Berbers, and I don't think we have to ask you which civilization you think is going to be preferred, but which civilization do you think is better here?
Well, I do like the Slavs, but I think the Berbers are the stronger of these choices. I think.
Hard to tell. Usually I'd say the Slavs on Yucatan, but the thing is, I don't think that choke point is going to get much love there. I think it's going to be mostly take control of the water and then go land your opponent or do sneaking landings, because it's going to be very hard to control all of the river since it's so long and across most of the map. So, the siege might not play the biggest role here, and in which case the Berbers, tend to be a pretty good civilization, because sieges might be one of their weaknesses there, and obviously not going to be too much of a weakness here.
That's cool. So, question for you. In this scenario, do you we're taking a look at HJFE's map here. Do you even go on berries, or do you just immediately go mill those deer that are so close?
Oh yeah, absolutely mill the deer. Berries are one of the slower sources of food in the game, and you look to mill the berries maybe a little bit later on, after you've got 3 villagers on deer, and potentially even 3 villagers on a second deer patch if they're very close by.
It's actually very fortunate for him. I think. Is it supposed to spawn? I think he had two patches of deer maybe spawn on.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. But it's the same way at Sir Weed's base too, so...
Is it? I'm trying to find them. Oh, there they are. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a big deer patch. Sometimes this happens in Yucatan as well, but Sir Weed has his stone completely surrounded by trees.
Really?
On the right side, yeah.
Man. It's even like shown off. It's like, hey, just say now here's a ring. There's some stone on the inside.
So I think an interesting question though for this map is it worth it to build a dock? I know early game dock, you can build fishing ships out of your dock and also build villages out of your town center, so you're able to grow your economy a lot faster. However, on this particular map, there's only shorefish here, so that's a question to ask.
Well, I would say no. You don't want to go after the shorefish. I believe shorefish with fishing ship is the slowest source of food in the game.
True.
I think so.
But I think it really depends. Sometimes in Black Forest, if there's ever a pond next to your town center, you always tend to build a dock on the water, just because you can build villages and at the same time you can build fishing ships. So even if it's slow, it's still additional food.
Okay, I get you. Is Yucatan always like this, that there's only shorefish, or is this particular to this generation?
I'm not exactly sure. I think that some generations might have deep fish in them, but very sparsely. And look at this from Sir Weed. He's built a barracks.
Really? Oh, okay. What do you think we're seeing? We're seeing... Let's see. Do we see nothing being built out of it just yet? Maybe just getting it up early. Because he's going to be going some sort of aggression in feudal age. We'll see. We'll see. I'm keeping an eye on my barracks. So not that barracks, but I'm not seeing anything queued up yet. Okay.
So maybe Sir Weed might go for a men-at-arms play here because he's, you know, got almost enough food to click up to the next age. Hasn't built anything quite yet. Oh, there we go. A few militia coming out. Could still see men-at-arms, but they should be able to traverse that middle part. Oh, wait. No. Oh, no. HJFE is actually going to wall that up, potentially. Willis, I think you have you didn't hit the push the talk button or something.
So the scout of Sir Weed's already must have taken some TC fire or something. It's not going to be able to deny those walls at all.
Yeah, I wonder how it got so low there, but looks like Sir Weed might actually lose the scout here, which is not a great start. At least those militia can get some fighting experience against the Jaguar, I suppose, but they should be able to keep a villager idle by keeping the villager having to repair those walls. So maybe that's something.
Sir Weed's clicking up. Wait, he's going up at 25 vills, but was he maybe he's thinking sort of a Drushfast castle?
Yeah, probably.
Kind of maneuver here.
I think that's a great build.
Yeah, very good, very good. Put some early pressure on. He's a little late with that last militia. I don't think either player knows about this last piece, this last connection here.
Which connection, on the very top, or?
Yeah, the very edge of the map.
You could potentially chop through that, actually.
Oh, I think you could walk around it right now, couldn't you?
Oh! I thought it was completely closed, but yeah, you could walk around it.
Yeah, neither player scouted it. Actually, Sir Weed's his militia were gonna autopilot around it, but he actually brought him back, so nobody's gonna find that just yet. Oh, here we go. Now they're going. Maybe he'll find out that it's still open over there.
It'll be so late, though. HJFE going up with a stable and some scout cavalry. It's funny how much aggression we're seeing on this map, even though it looks the way that it does.
Oh, it's the most closed off, not gonna happen map, and yet we're seeing a drush, and we're sort of an attempted drush, and also scouts.
But HJFE is clearly, stuck in the feudal age. Sir Weed is still stuck in the feudal age a bit. He's got 500 food. Might lose a villager to a board. No, it's going to get real close. But he's not that far behind. He should be able to click up to the next age in about 5 minutes here. If he wants to save up his resources.
So he'll get the man-at-arms up.
Yeah, he will, yeah.
I hope he stays out of sight.
Two of those militias are already weakened from the Jaguar, and HJFE is actually going to move out with those scouts. The thing is, Sir Weed is fully walled, so that's going to be a very unfortunate for him, as those men-at-arms will be able to move into HJFE's base once they take care of this additional Jaguar.
Very nice. These man-at-arms are pretty effective at harassing villagers as well. That extra few damage there makes a world of difference. Trying to pick off a villager.
Yes, that it does, and there's some weak villagers on that wood line as well. One of the female villagers. So let's see if Sir Weed is going to be able to get a nice surprise here. Maybe trap one of these villagers in. Here he comes.
Looks like, I believe, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like this villager's trapped, but he's let them go. Oh boy. And don't run into town center, man. Okay, that was close.
But if he can do this much harassment in idle time, this is gonna be great for him. Oh, don't worry about the mill. Attack the villagers.
And a lot of idle villagers right now. There are some weak ones. They're attacking a weak one right now, but they chose not to finish that off. Always have to single click on the villagers and see what their HP is at. You never know when you're going to get lucky.
Oh yeah, definitely. Could have had a pick.
And it looks like they're going to take two villagers here. Oh, they keep going. They keep not targeting the weak one. It gets really close.
Wow. I don't think he should be committing just yet. I don't think he has enough villagers there to take this fight.
Oh, that's a good amount of villagers. I would take it with that, but not the weak ones. So got to be very careful with that. And going to take out that scout. Great damage so far from HJFEs. Even going to try to get another villager. And that's going to be number 3. Could even get a 4th. There's number 4.
Oh yeah, yep. Okay, going down.
And, almost got a 5th one there too. But 4 villagers for 3 men-at-arms. Great deal from him. However, on the right side, the scouts did just manage to get into Sir Weed's base. He's queuing up 2 spearmen. He's got some scouts. Well, he's got a stable. I don't see any scouts yet. But Hopefully Sir Weed's going to be able to avoid some damage here as these scouts get in onto his wood line.
Well, it looks like he's doing a really good job protecting himself.
Yeah, some great quick walls.
He quick walled that. Based on how HGFE moves around, these spearmen are going to be able to keep these scouts out. And he's not, everything he's doing is close enough to his TC or walled that he's going to be pretty safe from any big damage for a little while here. But HJFE clicking up. Nice.
Yeah, and Sir Weed should be very soon, soon he'll be able to click up as well. It's actually missing one of the buildings, so that's going to delay him a little bit.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He doesn't actually have the wood to drop it right now either. He's either get a blacksmith or mark it up soon. I would go probably market because he's sitting on 1,200 food right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Balanced out.
And Sir Weed able to defend from these scouts early on. So I like HJFE's position. Even though he's taken a lot of damage from those men at arms, he's going to be faster into the castle age. Should be able to get some upgrades, even get some town centers out soon. One of the things that surprised me, we haven't seen any docks as of yet so far.
Yeah, the most uncrossable Yucatan here, and nobody drops a dock. I think HJFE actually thinks he's behind, and he's re-walling. He might be 4 villagers behind at the moment, but dang if he doesn't have the advantage here of how much earlier he's going to be up in Castle Age.
Yeah, after losing 4 villagers, I would think I would be behind as well, but you know, perhaps that scout raid did actually a little bit more damage to Sir Weed's economy than it should have, and maybe Sir Weed should have planned his resources a little bit better to get up to the next age quicker.
It says Sir Weed is building a dock. I don't see it. Maybe it's just placed. Oh, here we go. The villagers coming all the way down in the southeasternmost part of the river there.
Oh no! Look at the Sir Weed's upgrades. Look at the economy upgrades. That might explain something.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, double bid X and the horse collar upgrade coming in only now. That really hurts to get that so late. Surprisingly, HJFE is actually going up with a second barracks and a siege workshop in the middle of the map.
Okay, interesting. Looks like he's going full trash build. Going for pikemen, light cav. Who needs gold units? I got this. Kill you with my trash army.
What is... Look what's this? Oh, I thought Sir Weed was actually going to make the trade cog. He started queuing one up.
Ah. Definitely some sort of misclick.
So Sir Weed going to do double stable knights and going to have to transport them over. Should be a nice surprise for his opponent.
Yeah, it'll work.
And in the meantime, pikemen in double siege workshop in the north with HJFE. I love watching these players. These are quite interesting decisions so far.
Yeah. Nice to see, we might not think they're the right choices, but they end up working based on the different.
What does it matter if it's the right choice if you win, huh?
Right.
So HJFE is actually doing a scorpion and pikeman rush.
Interesting. I like it.
So both units kind of cover each other's weaknesses a little bit. One of the problems, though, is the scorpion is not very good at getting through walls or buildings. So hard to do some damage there.
True. Yeah, and Sir Weed has done a good job of closing any gaps back up.
But there we go. We have a battering ram coming out as well.
Okay. I wonder if Sir Weed hurries up here, gets this. Yeah, he's gonna get this transfer out. I think. Will he wait for 4 knights or will he go over with 2? Let's see if how he makes this choice here. Yeah, those 4 knights are gonna be really effective, and he's already got so much scouting that he knows most of HJFE's base. And he'll probably come up on those gold villagers first, and I assume he's gonna get some good picks there. Ooh, there's still a few weak villagers there. Let's see how much he can do with this, because they're gonna be trading. They're pretty much gonna be trading time here with when these scouts and the battering ram show up. That's gonna be right when all those knights are causing a mess.
The big difference here is, of course, those walls. Those walls will buy Sir Weed quite a bit of time before his opponent can come in. Town center coming down on the gold, so the gold should be nice and safe for now. And here comes those knights onto the gold of HJFE. This could be very painful.
Let's see. See how HJFE reacts to it. Wait, is he... Sir Weed go back? Oh, just some poor pathing there, that's all.
And there we go. Going to lose a villager right away. 2 villagers down. 3rd villager's going to get down. There you go, 3 and number 4. And 5 villagers down off that one raid alone.
Very, very good. Definitely.
And even a 6th right there.
Maybe a 6th coming out? Yeah, so now needs to get out from under that TC fire and just be a nuisance here. Cause as much idle time as possible.
So 4 villager advantage for HJFE. He's going to look to get even more villagers. However, on his doorstep, we have quite a formidable army from HJFE. Will he go straight after the town center, though? Might lose his ram early on if he decides to do so. And he's going to go for it. Here he comes with the ram, 2 pikemen, a knight, and a few scorpions.
I don't think it's going to work just yet. I think that knight's going to be able to move. Those 2 knights are going to be able to move in and take down the ramp once Sir Weed puts his focus back on it.
Yeah.
Or just batter down with the villagers. Why not do that?
Yeah, I think a little bit of patience here from HJFE. If he would have waited for 3 rams, would have been a lot more effective.
Yes. Maybe also it's time to go forward with a villager. Maybe build a siege workshop a little bit closer. But he's got to deal with these knights, and they just Sir Weed's just going to keep transporting and transporting.
Yeah, he's got to have some sort of response to these knights. He's still making a few pikemen back at home, but he's going to need a lot more than that. Perhaps a monastery back at home would be a great decision.
Oh, that would be great. Looks like Sir Weed in his next transport is going to take a villager over with him, so he'll be looking to drop something else on that base. He's up by 10 villagers now. That's great for him.
Yeah, it is.
HJFE's base is getting more and more protected just because of where the TCs are, but he won't be on any gold at the moment. It's going to hurt for him.
There's the gold to the north for HJFE. Maybe he can go scout that and take that. And for now, enough pikemen to thwart off the attack from Sir Weed. And HJFE not really being too effective with this push. Maybe he wants to add a few more rams and a few more pikemen, and maybe can make an attempt at that town center. But only taking down a stable, a blacksmith and a few houses.
Okay. At least it does do one thing for him. Sir Weed's now open. He's not completely walled off anymore, so it's going to make him more susceptible to any raids coming in. That's at least a nice piece of the puzzle here, but as you're saying, yeah, he's going to need to push in a different way here to make this a little bit more effective.
And he's going to go again. This time it's 2 rams, and going to bring the scorpions there. He should bring the pikemen and the knights if he's going to go all in on this town center. You can't just half go in on the town center. You have to really try to do go all out. A lot of these villagers are low, though.
We take a look back at HJFE's base. Sir Weed's still running around with knights. Not really picking up any villagers anymore, but is causing idle time. That's nice. But yeah, it looks like this TC's probably going down.
Yeah, it will go down, and that's going to take Sir Weed off of his main gold. He's not mining gold anywhere else. That could be a potential problem. If this second town center goes down, that's going to be a significant amount of damage. Right now, scores flipping back and forth. Very close game.
This is good. This is good. I like to see this. I think he could take this fight with villagers. Only the 2 pikemen there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He uses the TC to focus fire on maybe the scorpions or the pikemen first, and then just batter them down. Instead, he's coming in with a mangonel to take out the siege. Mangonels are pretty good at clearing up other siege.
And that's going to be a successful defense from Sir Weed. Still no gold right now, but where is the follow-up from HJFE? Stop production on a lot of his units, and spent a lot of time defending at home. And there's really no follow-up to this push anymore.
I think we can say the same for both players. They both kind of had their plan cleaned up, and now they need to get back on their eco here and pick it back up.
So the economies of both players pretty even right now, except for all of these idols, which I assume Sir Weed will sort out pretty soon. So, pretty close as far as the economy goes. Military's very close together. Very close game still.
Sir Weed questionably just dropped 6 more farms for some reason, even though he has all those open farms there.
You wanted new farms. You don't want the old farms.
Yeah, nobody wants those old farms. I want these new farms.
Yeah, what he needs to do is get some gold, though.
Yeah. So he went monks to convert pikemen. Kind of, we wish we would have seen the monks at HJFE, who I believe has cleared up the knights, or at least made them go away for now.
So this is going to go to a late game now. Do you still think that the Berbers are a better civilization going into late game?
I don't think so. If we can get all the way to something like Drazina, the siege monks push from the Slavs can just become so strong.
Yeah, halberdiers are going to be pretty. Yeah, halberdiers and onagers are going to be pretty hard to deal with against any civilization, but especially with the Slavs, which don't have the best versatility. Maybe looking towards getting the camel archer, but I haven't seen Sir Weed go for any of his stone, and he's slowly working his way to getting his second stone.
Well, he is on his stone a little bit to the south of his original TC. He's got 5 villagers on it. They're not too efficient, but cut him some slack. I'd like to see him mix in something to deal with these pikemen, though. Not necessarily the right time to go for skirmishers, but castle up and these pikemen become useless as far as pushing is concerned. We'll see. It looks like he's putting a TC back on that main gold, which is good, but I like to make sure he has a way to defend it.
So HJFE is getting pretty close to clicking up to the next stage. He's at 1,200 food, 400 gold. Gonna wall in some more of his base, which I don't think is a bad idea. And he's even gonna sell some resources for his gold. So he's getting ready to click up to the next stage.
Very nice, very nice. He's actually dropping another stable, so he might not be thinking only infantry. Moving into Imperial Age.
Yeah, maybe thinking along the Cavalier line, which certainly should be able to do quite a bit of damage. But I think the Halb Onager Ram combination probably be the most effective for him.
Right, and we already saw that Sir Weed's not too effective at handling that either.
Another thing to consider, maybe Boyars would be a good option against the Berbers, which don't really have any strong archer range units aside from the Camel Archer.
Okay. Boyards just, they're good just because they have such tanky armor, correct? They're just pretty much a tanky unit?
Yeah, it's like a Teutonic Knight on a horse.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, well, we got that TC back up, so Sir Weed is back on gold, but I believe HJFE is as well. Yes, on both his golds, actually, and actually on 3 golds, and dropping a TC on that 3rd gold there. So we're seeing HJFE transition back into not being rated much better than we're seeing from Sir Weed, but Sir Weed's able to keep the score up. Interestingly enough, his wood line's a little inefficient, so that's not helping him, but he's transitioning over to more gold now.
And there we go, he's cut through to his stone, and he's taking his stone pretty heavily now. He's also transported 5 villagers over, and is preparing something.
I believe we'll probably see a castle drop out of him. He's got the stone, but he doesn't seem to be building one at home, so maybe we'll see that over on this side.
And there we go.
Yes, but why there, nobody?
Maybe just to be safe, because he doesn't have any military to back it up. So that would, ensure that he can continue to, keep transporting over and have control of that water. Okay.
Also, maybe once we get to Imperial Age, we'll see Trebs out of it. Maybe that's his play here. Yeah. Okay, well, now that he sees that HJFE is an Imperial, he's got to... Oh, he's just about to click up as well. Okay, just clicked. Alright, man, there's a good bit of idle vills, though, just hanging around on those farms. Dude, but it's such a shame they won't use the old farms. They need the new farms.
Eventually they'll use the old farms, but not quite yet.
Yeah, I was actually noticed that. That is actually nice as these villages need to reseed, some of them are actually just going to one of the old farms.
So HJFE, he's been 3 minutes earlier into the next stage. However, so far no damage coming in. He's getting a few upgrades to make his military stronger. But when you think you're going to be at an advantage, oftentimes, again, better to go with some siege forward and to put on the pressure and make best use out of those additional 3 minutes.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him maybe get there a little bit earlier with his knights so he can be putting in damage as soon as this Cavalier upgrade hits, because he knows he's ahead. You can tell that the other player's still in Castle Age, and you're not, so it's like, man, I'd really like to see him Cap Ram upgrade coming in. Was he just not prepared to move forward with it, maybe? That's possibly the case.
So HJFE's going to go look for a raid, completely open in Sir Weed's base. He might have a really hard time defending against this raid with nothing at home. And as well, Sir Weed building 2 castles on the shoreline with some petards. So planning to do an attack, but I don't know how much damage he's going to be able to do. This raid might be devastating.
Yeah, he might be able to get the camel archers out, but he's just not going to get enough out fast enough. And with these about 10 cavaliers, so yeah, they're going to be able to commit under any TC and start taking out villagers. But if Sir Weed gets those 2 conversions, that'll really help if he does it right now. These conversions might come in. We see
2 conversions there.
And 2, nice.
Yeah, that really helps. Helps
That
out a lot.
helps so much.
He needs to get some more monks out and maybe add some more barracks at home. Or some stables.
He does have 2 stables, just not currently using them.
Yeah, he needs to start camel production right now, and really needs to start production of a lot of units in order to get back in the military count right now.
Right, so he tried to bust through there with the petard, but the pathing wasn't too kind to him. Actually, kind of slowed him down for a second here. So it's gonna, there we go, just gonna nice conversion set.
And HJFE's gonna try to wall this. Is he gonna be able to get it? It looks like he's not gonna be. Oh, actually, he is.
Oh, it goes up. Oh man, with camel archers right there. That's a shame.
Yeah,
But it
that is a
happens.
shame. So no damage going to be able to come in from that, and even going to double wall it there. Maybe you should build a little dock there, and HJFE has already had the idea. He's going to build a defensive dock.
Okay, nobody. What's he gonna do with that? As much as I'm like, okay, I'm new. I'm not sure. This one, I'm really.
It's just to prevent Sir Weed from transporting over. So maybe HJFE can build like 2 or 3 demos.
Okay. Oh, so HJFE now moving around, noticing that there's 2 castles over here. I really would have liked to see one of those at home for Sir Weed, because now he's just getting raided so hard. He's got no answer to it whatsoever.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. If he could somehow hold in his own base with some more pikemen, then perhaps he could do a lot of damage with his camel archers. We know camel archers are one of the strongest unique units in the game. However, they're lacking quite a few upgrades, so not nearly there yet.
He definitely needs to act now, because these Cavalier are picking off so many villagers. We got a ram on that TC. He already lost 1 TC in this process. Now there's more Cavaliers coming in, and starting to see bowyards as well.
Yeah, they're starting to stream across the map. And there's the GG right there. Good game.
Okay, very good game.
Game going to go to HJFE. Surprisingly aggressive Yucatan match for the map that we saw. What do you think was one of the keys to this game?
I would say Sir Weed had the earlier, more successful raids, but he didn't back himself up at home at all. So when HJFE came in with not that great of an army, probably about early to mid Castle Age, he was able to take out a TC and push Sir Weed off of gold. And then once they were both in a position that they couldn't raid each other, HJFE was much better at getting his eco back up and running than Sir Weed was, and that's why he got to Imperial Age like 3 minutes faster and was able to get these raids in stronger and earlier.
Yeah, the game was quite even till that point. Sir Weed doing quite a bit of damage with his men-at-arms and his early night raids. But, you know, when the game was even and they were resorting out their economies, HJFE just better, you know, invested into the Cavalier upgrade and other things, whereas Sir Weed invested into 2 castles, a lot of camel archers, which really didn't do any damage there. So perhaps if the castles were at home, he would be at a better position, or perhaps if he invested in something like heavy camel, then maybe he'd be in a better position there.
Okay, yeah, he had the stables. I believe he was even, you know, maybe he was getting a little panicked at the end there, but at the end of the game, he was sitting on quite a bit of resource. He actually could have even built a castle at home. So he could have had some camels out. So maybe just a little bit of maybe getting a little too stressed at the end there, not realizing how good of a defense you could have had.
All right, so we'll see HJFE in the next round, and yeah.
All right, nobody. I think it's time to possibly find whatever game is next.